Erron Black is the most difficult to read Mortal Kombat character to date. On one hand, he almost seems like a throwaway Cowboy character that NetherRealm Studios chose to cram into the franchise one day. Erron is an Outlander, born in Earthrealm, and an ex-member of the Black Dragon. He works closely with the Outworld King or Queen to assist them. Erron Black debuted as a playable character in Mortal Kombat X after first appearing in the Mortal Kombat X comic series. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video to learn more about Erron Black. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means an awful lot. Thank you. Let's begin. How has Erron Black's story panned out so far? Erron Black, an Earthrealm-born mercenary gunslinger working for Kotal Kahn, was formerly a friend of the Black Dragon before Kano's treachery. Shang Tsung recruited him 150 years ago to kill an Earthrealm fighter for powers that would delay his aging. Erron, who lives in Outworld, was born and reared in Texas in the 19th century, and as a result, he has a lot of mannerisms from the Old West and frequently uses Old West idioms. Despite predictions by his future companions that he would switch allegiances, Erron Black retains his service to Kotal and then Kitana. His younger self, however, maintains his alliance with the Black Dragon. Erron's preference for weapons, especially his dual-wielding revolvers, which he employs with almost superhuman dexterity and accuracy, really make him stand out in battle. He also frequently employs lever-action rifles, explosives, and a variety of other unusual weapons that he has created. Erron Black doesn't care how Earthrealm turns out. Unlike his previous ally Kano, who would work for whoever offered him the best compensation regardless of where they were from, Erron Black is dedicated to Outworld.
Bullseye.
Erron Black wins.
Mortal Kombat X. Kotal Kahn's fleet is seen being led across Outworld by Erron Black and Ermac. Erron and his colleagues are seen battling the Tarkatans as Mileena's forces ambush the caravan. Erron is ordered to kill Rain after he is rendered unconscious by Kotal Kahn. Mileena tosses her sai into Erron's hand just as he is about to squeeze the trigger, disabling his pistol. Rain swiftly flees as Mileena battles Kotal Kahn. When Kung Jin, Cassie Cage, Jackie Briggs, and Takeda Takahashi travel to Outworld in search of Kotal Kahn, they are hoping to get confirmation of what Li Mei told Earthrealm, that Mileena had destroyed entire towns with the Amulet of Shinnok. When Cassie attempts to show him the Blessing of Raiden, Erron Black and other warriors manage to stop the four, but Erron doesn't trust them since he thinks he could buy a fake Raiden's Blessing from the market. Jin persuades Erron just before giving the order to kill them that if they are who they claim to be, he will be punished, and if he does send the four to Kotal, he may be paid extra. Erron begins taking them to Kotal Kahn after agreeing. As the gang passes a criminal who is about to be publicly executed, Jin gets enraged at the excessiveness of the penalty and knocks Erron aside as he attempts to escape the culprit. Erron follows after him and starts a fight with him, but eventually fails to defeat Jin. Following the defeat of the enemy army by Jin, along with his allies, D'Vorah delivers Kotal Kahn, who becomes enraged upon learning that Mileena is in charge of the Amulet of Shinnok. Kotal Kahn and his supporters are obligated to Earthrealm and cooperate to end Mileena after Jin beats Kotal in combat. Erron, Reptile, and Ermac find the dead and conclude that it was D'Vorah's doing after she betrays Kotal Kahn by killing two of the guards and stealing the Amulet of Shinnok for Quan Chi. When the Earthrealmers break out of their prisons, they encounter the Outworlders and attempt to remain silent, but Reptile immediately picks them up. Erron and Takeda engage in a brief battle, but Takeda prevails. When Ermac, Erron, and Reptile meet with Kotal Kahn, they notify him of D'Vorah's treachery, and that they think she collaborated with the Earthrealm to rescue the four combatants. Kotal Kahn launches an attack on Earthrealm and instructs his troops to gather the army after being enraged by her treason and the escape of his hostages. Erron and his companions invade Earthrealm soon after Shinnok taints the Jinsei, where they encounter Cassie along with her group before they flee into the forest. The crew ambushes Kotal's soldiers and kills most of the combatants, but the remainder of Kotal's army quickly besieges them. After Jackie informs Kotal of Shinnok's existence, Kotal proclaims that Earthrealm is destined to fail, and makes a murderous promise to appease Shinnok and buy some time for Outworld to strengthen its defenses. Sub-Zero and his family launch an attack on the troops just as Erron and the army are ready to kill the squad, hoping the Earthrealmers flee. After this, the fate of Erron Black and the other Outworlders is unclear, but they probably managed to return to Outworld. Mortal Kombat 11, Part 1. After a couple of years when the captive Collector was meant to be killed in the Coliseum of Kotal Kahn, Erron Black was there next to the throne. A former version of Erron shows up in the Coliseum along with a few other combatants from the Outworld tournament that took place 25 years ago, as Kronika's Timequake strikes Outworld. As the two factions battle, the former Erron joins Shao Kahn's army while the current Erron stays with Kotal. Erron from the past runs across Kotal Kahn and ignores the information that his current self is Kotal's ally, and Erron loses the battle. Then, as D'Vorah shows up to save Shao Kahn's men, including the previous Erron, they can be seen battling in the Coliseum. When Shao Kahn's allies meet with Kronika, Erron from the past is there in the hive of D'Vorah alongside them. Later, past Erron goes to the keep of Kronika with the previous Kano, where Geras asks them whether they can fix a broken sector and whether it is possible to replicate him countless times. Here the two run across Kano in the present, who urges them to cooperate with Kronika. Erron also commands the Black Dragon soldiers to storm the tank garage bunker during the assault on the desert command of the Special Forces. During the assault, he runs across both Johnny Cage from the past and the present, with whom he battles and gets defeated. Then, during Kitana's raid on the Coliseum to rescue Kotal from the clutches of Shao Kahn, Erron Black from the present is visible among the army of Tarkatan, Shokan, and Osh-Tek soldiers which is assembled. Kitana successfully takes down Shao Kahn, rendering him blind, following which Kotal designates her as the next Khan of the Outworld. Next, we see the past version of Erron in the Fight Club of the Black Dragon, where he's observing the coerced altercation between the former Sonya Blade and the former Johnny Cage. The previous Kano instructs Erron to kill Sonya and Johnny when Cassie Cage and the Special Forces storm the club to rescue them. Erron enters the arena and shoots Johnny in the arm, seriously wounding him, but Sonya Blade stops it from going any farther. Erron and Sonya proceed to battle, but Sonya Blade comes out on top. Part 2, Aftermath. Tarkatan soldiers, along with Baraka, are initially seen following Erron Black through the Deadpool vicinity, where they come upon Fujin, Shang Tsung posing as a Shokan, Nightwolf, and Shiva carrying a casket. When Baraka rapidly dispels the disguise of Shang Tsung, Erron commands the other three to remain silent to return to Kitana and question them. Erron urges them to transport the casket and Shang Tsung back to Kitana, despite Shiva's efforts to explain the situation to them. Erron commands the Tarkatans to assault, but Shiva knocks both him and Baraka out, allowing her to escape with her allies. Erron Black in the Mortal Kombat X comic series. Sonya Blade was questioning Kotal Kahn with Erron Black present. Kotal makes many attempts to persuade the Special Forces and Sonya to join him and the rest of the Outworld throughout this questioning. Later, D'Vorah loses her patience and unchains herself to strike Sonya, but she pauses when she notices Sonya take her pistol out of her bag. Before things get out of hand, Kotal Kahn breaks both Erron's and his shackles and yells at them, saying that this isn't the place for battle. Erron Black does not intervene or speak during the entire conversation. When Kotal takes another step, Sonya puts D'Vorah to the floor and threatens to pull the trigger on her. Angered and irritated, Kotal attempts to strike, but is stopped when Raiden enters the room and startles everyone there. Erron assists his Emperor as Kotal informs them how Earthrealm will suffer the anguish of Outworld and then flees through the Portal Stone, along with Erron and D'Vorah when Raiden stops everyone. Later, it was discovered that Erron helped Tasia and Jarek of the Black Dragon capture Jackie Briggs and Cassie Cage. Erron reappears and watches Kotal Kahn speak to the people of Outworld with his dependable soldiers, Reptile and D'Vorah. Later, when Kotal Kahn and Kotal Ketz return to the palace after Kotal declares his father's objective to locate Mileena and Goro in the Golden Desert, Erron, along with D'Vorah and Reptile, can be seen pursuing them. It is revealed that Erron Black, the Black Dragon's representative for Outworld, planned the abductions of Jackie Briggs and Cassie Cage independently of Kotal Kahn's instructions. Black meets up with Kano and the Black Dragon troops who are guarding Jackie and Cassie, and asks them to stop using optic beams on them. Black also defies Kano's instructions to incapacitate the women if they attempt to flee again, arguing that they are more valuable whole. Erron realizes that they are not alone when Kano describes how he acquired his latest implant. A little while later, two of the troops carrying Jackie and Cassie's comatose remains are slain, and Mavado's Red Dragon warriors appear to demand the girls. Black pulls out his guns as Mavado and Kano square up. The females belong to Kotal Kahn, and Erron Black stated that he wouldn't compromise with Mavado. Erron Black fired both of his handguns into Mavado's fighters during the all-out fighting that broke out between both groups, after Kano murdered one of Mavado's soldiers. As soon as Black recognizes that the Black Dragons are outnumbered, he releases Jackie and Cassie Cassie from their shackles and tells them that he will get them out of there, but they must fight to survive. Despite Erron's attempts to reason with Jackie, she chooses to assault him, striking him in the jaw and knocking him to the floor. Eventually, Kano punches Jackie away from Black and tells him that they must retreat while requesting the Portal Stone. Erron tells Kano which pocket the stone is in, and when he reminds Kano that they have to rescue the girls, Kano decides to mock Erron for wanting to rescue people rather than use them, saying that he doesn't have what it takes to be a black dragon. After this, Kano enters a portal and leaves Erron, cursing as he disappears. Erron is made fun of by Mavado for believing Kano, and he then slashes the gunslinger, seriously injuring him. Erron lives though, and when Jackie and Cassie murder Mavado, the remaining Red Dragon warriors bind him to the top of a tree and order him to deliver a message to anybody who comes looking for them. A while later, a Special Forces unit including Sonya Blade and Johnny Cage are brought into the jungles of Outworld by Reptile and D'Vorah, where Black is rediscovered. Erron Black explains to them the message he was supposed to convey and informs them about the conflict between the two factions. They received an invitation to the island of Shang Tsung, where the spiritual guide of Reiko, Havoc, is retaining the girls. Erron Black, who is still hurt, begs for his Emperor's pity and tells him that he was simply trying to help, before angrily criticizing Erron and informing him that his actions nearly started another war that Outworld cannot afford. Kotal Kahn contemplates murdering Black for a moment. Then Kotal commands D'Vorah and Reptile to return him to the prison. Erron stays in the penitentiary until D'Vorah, who needs reinforcements, returns to Outworld from the island of Shang Tsung along with Farah and Tor, Reptile, Kintaro, and Shiva. She releases Erron and takes him with her. Erron makes it apparent that the shot was simply a warning when he blasts the amulet of Shinnok from Havoc's palm after they reach Shang Tsung's palace. D'Vorah asks Erron whether he is prepared for redemption as she and her soldiers face off against Havoc and his Blood Code chained champions. After D'Vorah asks him to keep Raiden busy and even risks his life to do so, Erron requests that she tell him who to fight. An irate Erron then remarks that he thought this was a rescue operation. Erron Black keeps firing at the Thunder God, but Raiden soon overwhelms him and electrocutes Erron with Crimson Lightning. After briefly asking if that's all the god has before passing out, Raiden is soon released from Havoc's grip and stops attacking Erron. What was Erron Black really like? Old West cowboy Erron Black is seen with a poncho, a mask covering the bottom part of his face, gauntlets, black clothing below a brown leather vest, and boots. His light brown hair is barely covered by the Stetson hat. His waist, hat, and upper arms are all bandolier wrapped. His thighs are rigged with holsters. His aging skin and the scars all over his body seem to be gone in Mortal Kombat 11. Furthermore, unlike Mortal Kombat X, Erron's face is revealed depending on the facial cosmetic picked from masks, hats, or bandanas, or by removing these accessories altogether. Erron also speaks with a Texan accent, unlike his appearance in Mortal Kombat X. Erron received several clothes and varied gear, including different lever-action rifles, revolvers, and headgear in Mortal Kombat 11 using the game's customization feature. In the story mode, both of Erron's two distinct outfits, one for his previous self and one for his present self, are both visible. Erron's main appearance is that of his present self, with a completely different look and set of tools than when he first appeared in Mortal Kombat X. Black has a lot more Western-inspired ornamentation, including a fabric cape that hangs down his back like a cloak and a left shoulder guard. In addition, he sports leather revolver holsters and cowboy boots with bullet chain straps. In addition to carrying explosives and orange armored forearm and thigh protectors on his person, he also has a knife concealed in his right boot holster, although he never uses them. His hat has a silver pattern on top instead of a bullet chain, and both his mask and hat are made entirely of leather in shades of red, brown, and black. His mask is also completely different. Instead of his golden revolvers from Mortal Kombat X, Erron now uses enormous steampunk-style revolvers with big barrels and bright orange dots. In addition, he now has a scoped lever-action rifle as the second of the two main weapons that he employs. Erron's other appearance is that of his younger self from the past, who wears an entirely different attire, but otherwise resembles his present-day self in other ways. His attire, in contrast to that of his current counterpart, is less Western-inspired. It consists of a black and red upper body, black blue jeans, and black cowboy boots with white decorations. The only difference between him and his current counterpart is the color of the mask he wears and the weaponry he wields. However, his headgear is slightly smaller and has a short chain of smaller bullets that surrounds it. A Matador-inspired dress with a button vest and shoulder tassel is among the other attire options. Another outfit has body armor in place of the leather jacket he wore when he was younger. The fourth and final outfit is intended to resemble his signature look from Mortal Kombat X. It has an upper body that is only weakly armored and a bottom body that is identical to that of his current self, but has armored legs from the knees down. Additionally, Black may use the customization feature to equip his Mortal Kombat X mask and cap. An amazing fan theory about Black's immortality. A Mortal Kombat fan has put out a fantastic notion concerning Erron Black's past. Erron Black may play a far bigger part in the Mortal Kombat world than anybody could have predicted. After defeating the game with Black, a brief cinematic makes it clear that Black Shang Tsung for giving him the appearance of immortality after hiring him to slay an Earthrealm warrior. But what if Black's intended victim was an Earthrealm warrior? Abraham Lincoln was an active wrestler throughout his life, taking part in almost 300 contests and losing only one. Such abilities would probably help him in competitions with extraterrestrial beings, so it stands to reason that Honest Abe was a fearsome Earthrealm warrior, a person who was so deadly that Shang Tsung hired an assassin out of dread for him. Erron succeeded in pinning the murder on John Wilkes Booth and received immortality as payment. Even if it's not canon within the MK world, it darn well should be because everything comes together so well. What makes Erron Black so powerful? Erron Black is a virtuoso of firearms and one of Kotal Kahn's most formidable soldiers, according to the Emperor. Erron is a skilled marksman who can fight successfully in hand-to-hand combat and with his rifles and handguns. His shooting skills are so exceptional that he can effortlessly blast aerial targets without looking while ricocheting bullets off of coins and other objects. He also employs caltrops to restrain the movements of his opponents, as well as sand bombs, sticks of dynamite, and other offensive weapons. Erron is also skilled with a sword. He utilizes a blade from a severed Tarkatan arm that is attached to a handle to viciously stab and slice at his adversaries. He also seems to be an expert in numerous strange methods of impromptu fighting. His usage of caltrops, which he occasionally employs to inflict gradual harm on opponents and stop a running opponent in their tracks, is an illustration of this. Another illustration is the usage of sand, which he uses to blind an opponent and gain a free blow. He can make weapons out of the materials around him thanks to his inventiveness. Examples include bear traps created from the teeth of nether beasts and a jar of deadly acid made from a saurian's spit. Marvelous verdict. The ultimate badass seeking vengeance turns out to be Erron Black. He doesn't want to injure anyone, but he will if necessary. He is also incredibly artistic and creative, and he excels at everything he does. The path of the hero and Erron Black's quest for vengeance are remarkably similar. Erron Black intends to exact retribution on the wrongdoers, but unlike a hero, he does so without any guidance. If you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. This has been Corey Whelan for Marvelous Videos. Have a good one, be safe out there, and thanks for watching.